This is day one of our tiny house project. So this is the outside. It's pretty beat up. And we're gonna tear all of this out. Today is day 2 of the tiny house building project. Instead of actually being out there in the trailer, I'm in this, I'm in the garage because I've been in here all day and it's finally getting to the point where you can walk in it. You know, everything's labeled really well. You know, 1 box electrical, 1 box plumbing, and then 14 boxes labeled miscellaneous. But just going through it, there's so much just materials we might be able to reuse or stick in there somehow. I don't know. Everybody I've talked to and showed this thing to so far is a little bit worried, but Day 4 of our tiny house project. Biscuits is tearing shit up. Isn't she cute? Down a few walls, so that's nice. Here's Biscuits taking the windows off.
What?
I don't want to embarrass her or nothing, but how cute is she out there? Just knocking away all those windows. Go get them, Biscuits. This is day 17 of the tiny house project. I think I'm starting to lose track, honestly. I'm sitting on the roof because I wanted to shoot a bit on the roof, and I think it's coming down any time now. It's basically completely stripped out inside. I finally made the final push inside, getting the bathroom knocked out. We had this problem at first because this thing has been on the street for the last 2 weeks. And finally, on Facebook Marketplace the other day, I found somebody who would drag it in the backyard because we still need to get the hitch put in the truck to be able to drag this thing. And we don't want to have to swallow that expense until we're actually done building some kind of wheeled abode that we can live on. So this roof is pretty solid, and I don't exactly know how it's built. From shelling out so much of the inside, I'm kind of coming up to it, but I'm seeing how thick it is. Like this roof is no joke. This thing is built so solidly. It'll be 50 years old in a couple months, and it's still holding up. I mean, if it was treated right, the deeper I cut into this thing, the more of a tweaker palace that I see it was, which is fine. That's why we got it for the price that we did, but it has been a disgusting journey cleaning this thing out. I mean, we'll be lucky if we get done stripping this thing down to the bed without getting hepatitis. I mean, it's insane. It's day 18 of the tiny house project. I think that's what it is. It's the day after yesterday. Yesterday I started getting the outside walls off, and I could hardly sleep. I was so excited to pull the rest of them down. Well, it's not quite as easy as I thought. Here's where we're at. So basically this one entire wall is off, and that's started. Bring these rafters up, bring them down, and I'm thinking this whole thing might just collapse in on itself as I keep taking my walls. Weather's turning on me, and I had to clamp these loose parts down just so they don't drive me or anybody else crazy. But I mean, I'm to the floor now, and so much of it is so shitty that I don't think I'm really worried about getting any water damage tonight. This is day 19 or 20 of the tiny house project. Who cares? I can't be bothered with numbers right now. we've had a horrible, horrible windstorm here for the last day, and we're living across town right now. So here is where I'm gonna end the first 3 weeks of filming this thing. This is 3 weeks of progress right here. We got this thing all gutted out and stripped down and taken off the walls, mostly with a crowbar mainly, a reciprocal saw or sawzall, a hammer, and a drill with conveniently 4 or 5 different bits. I'm gonna make a whole video at least to cover the cost work benefit of this whole type of project, because that's why we did this. Buy one of these for dirt cheap, put in the work, and then you have what you need for so much cheaper. But this is the toughest demo project of my life. I've been out here hundreds of hours and it's still mainly standing. I've been very aggressive and it's still standing strong. See, that's the thing about this type of project and why we're making these videos, is because there is no set way to do these things. You know, we only have to go on what other people in other videos on other channels have told us, and yeah, we just want to add to that stockpile of information. So